Hey there, welcome back. I'm Michelle, and thanks so much for being here. Today's reading will answer your yes or no question. It will be really quick and clear because I'll be using both a pendulum and some tarot and oracle cards. So if you are new to these readings, I've pulled out 5 cards that you can choose from. The one that you're feeling most drawn to will be the right reading for you. And then I'll put timestamps in the description box so that you can jump ahead to your reading. So a couple quick notes before we get started. It will be a timeless reading, so whenever you come across it is the perfect time for you. And second, if you have more than one question, feel free to choose a card for each question. So for this reading, I'm not going to flip the cards over. Instead, just use your gut feeling as to which card you're being most drawn to. I did put a couple of crystals on so that that can help with your decision as well. And take as much time as you need. When you're ready, you can head over to the description box and find your timestamp, and I will see you in your reading. Hello to everyone who chose card number 1. So let's have a look at what your card is first of all. And it says, trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So that'll be one of your messages for this reading. But let's go ahead and grab the pendulum and see what it says for your yes or no answer. So group number 1, take a moment to think about your question, really feel it in your heart space. Take a deep breath. And what is the answer to group number 1's question? So for me, a yes will be vertical and a no will be horizontal. Okay, so your answer is yes. So trust that you are on the right path. Let's have a look at a couple more tarot cards here, just for some additional information. We have fulfillment of wishes, so that's a great sign. And triumphant success. So this is looking like an overwhelming yes. It looks like you're on the right path. Some of you might be graduating or doing some sort of higher learning as well as part of this. But I mean, fulfillment of wishes and triumphant success looking like an absolute yes for you, group number 1. Let's grab one more card from the Moonology deck. And this one wanted to flip out here. And it says, expect powerful change. So I feel like whatever it is that you're currently deciding on is really leading you down a powerful path that's going to have a big effect on your life. So group number 1, beautiful reading for you. I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoyed it. And if you did, I would love to see you again soon in another reading. Thanks so much for being here. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 2. So let's have a look at what your card was. And it says, the initiation, rite of passage, you're going somewhere sacred. Okay, really interesting. So that is one of your messages for today's reading. Let's have a look at the pendulum for the yes or no question. So group 2, think about your yes or no question. Imagine pulling that question into your heart space. Take a deep breath. And what is the answer to group 2's yes or no question? So for me, a yes will be vertical and a no will be horizontal. It's taking a little bit of time to get there. Okay, so it is looking like it's a no, yeah. Okay, so we've got a no, but that was a very slow no. It took a little time to get there. So let's have a look at some tarot cards just to see if there's some additional information around that. Okay, we have accelerated motion, suffering in silence. Let's do one more. Oh, okay. And stand your ground. Okay. So perhaps the reason that you got a no there, if you weren't excited about that no, was that you are not seeking help and perhaps not standing up for what you actually want and going for it. With this accelerated motion card, as you can see, she's kind of looking up at this star, almost like making a wish, but I always see like the focus in her eyes. It makes me feel like you really need to zero in on what it is that you want, have that focus and commit to it. And when you do, that's when you're actually going to see the accelerated motion or that momentum build, and things happen fairly quickly. So if you are not committed to whatever it is you want, reevaluate that and make sure that you are actually wanting what it is you say that you want and going for it and taking action, and also knowing that you don't have to do it alone. So if you need to seek help or you need to seek support in making a decision or in accomplishing something, don't feel bad about that. Reach out and get help. Let's have a look at one more card from the Moonology deck, just for some last information here. Okay, and we have communication is key. Okay, so some of you might need to actually communicate what it is that you want. Perhaps you're afraid to speak it out loud or afraid to tell anybody. You might be going through some stuff internally because we did have this rite of passage. You're going somewhere sacred. So there might be something about the choice that you're making right now that feels like it is kind of personal. But I feel like what you need to do from this reading is to actually commit to it and speak it out loud and not be afraid of your own truth. So group number 2, that is your reading. I hope that it was helpful. If you enjoyed this reading, I would love to see you again soon in another one. And thanks so much for watching. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 3. So let's have a look at what your card says for your first message today. And it says, you're already doing it. Stop overthinking and keep facing your true north. So that is your message, group number 3. Let's have a look at the pendulum now to answer your question. So for group number 3, think about your question. Imagine pulling that question into your heart space. Take a deep breath. And for group number 3, what is the answer to their question? So for me, a yes will be vertical and a no will be horizontal. Okay, so that went right into a yes. So the answer to your question is yes. Let's have a look at a couple of tarot cards just for some additional information. We've got recognition and reward, sacral chakra. Let's do one more. Passion ignited. Okay, so I feel like something that you are working on or whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is something that you are excited about, that you're passionate about, that lights you up. It feels like it's perhaps connected to your purpose as well. We have the sacral chakra here, which is all about relationships as well as creativity. So it could be that you're pursuing something in either of those areas. It could also mean that you need to tap into your sacral chakra as well and really express yourself. So that's part of that chakra as well, as being able to kind of express yourself creatively. But with this recognition and reward card, I feel like those are all, these are all positive signs that whatever it is that you were asking about is on track and it's going to work out. And again, supporting that yes answer. And again, stop overthinking. You're already doing it. So I think deep down you know that, but perhaps you're just not having the confidence in yourself or something like that. Let's have a look at one last card from the Moonology deck. Okay, and this one flew out of the deck here. It says, be bold and make the first move. Yeah, so this again is making me think of that first card with stop overthinking. You're already doing it. Be bold. You know what you need to do. Group number 3. Deep down, you know that this is the right thing or this is the right answer for you. So just go ahead, have confidence in yourself and do it. So that is your reading, group number 3. I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoyed the reading. And I hope to see you soon in another one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 4. So let's have a look at what your card said. Okay, it says, take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. So some of you might be working a little bit too hard right now, putting a little too much pressure on yourself, or maybe feeling overwhelmed. So that is your first message for this reading. Let's have a look at the yes or no question. So group 4, take a moment to think about your question. Imagine really pulling that question into your heart space. Take a deep breath. And what is the answer to group number 4's question? So for me, a yes will be vertical and a no will be horizontal. Okay, that is looking like a no. So let's grab a couple of tarot cards just for some additional information around this. Okay, this one wants to come out. Partnerships and alliances. Okay, and we have new beginnings. Okay, interesting. So some of you might have somebody new coming into your life, whether it is some kind of partnership. This card could also suggest that you need to ask for support and ask for help in whatever it is that you are currently doing. You might need to get some help from someone in terms of, coming up with a decision or with pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue. And then, of course, we have the New Beginnings card here, which is traditionally the Fool's card. So something that you are considering right now is looking like it will be a new direction for you, some sort of new beginning. So take that how it resonates for you. But overall, it sounds like you might need a little bit of extra help to figure this situation out or tweak it a little bit so that it works for you and so that you can have that new beginning that you are looking for. Let's have a look at one last card from the Moonology deck. Okay, and it says, confidence is key to your success. Okay, so again, just a little extra message from the universe there to have confidence in yourself, trust yourself through this process, and trust that you know what's best for you and that you don't have to do everything right now. Like I get a feeling like you are trying to push something or rush something, and it's okay if it, needs to take a little bit more time. But have confidence in yourself, trust yourself that you know what to do and you know what the right decision is for you. Okay, group number 4, that is your reading. I hope that it was helpful and that you enjoyed it. And I hope to see you soon in another one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye. Hello to everyone who chose card number 5. Let's have a look at what your card says. Okay, it says, fill up your well, retreat, rest, refuel. So that is your first message for your reading. It sounds like some of you need to take a break. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. So let's see what the pendulum has to say about your yes or no question. So group number 5, take a moment to think about your question. Really feel that question in your heart space. Take a deep breath. And what is the answer to group number 5's question? So for me, a yes will be vertical and a no will be horizontal. Okay, so that is looking like a no. So let's have a look at a couple of tarot cards just for some additional information. Okay, we have Stand Your Ground, Patience and Planning, and Material Harvest. Okay, so for some of you, you might be experiencing some challenges around this question. It might be taking longer than expected or just some kind of extra hurdles that are coming up. But it looks like if you do put in the time, so with patience and planning, if you do put in the time, you will have a successful outcome. maybe there's something about the situation that you need to change a little bit or tweak a little bit so that you're not feeling so overwhelmed. But take your time with it, figure out what the best route or plan of action is for you. And if you do that and really kind of set it up in a way that's going to benefit you, make sure that you are not getting trampled on in any way or overworked or taken advantage of. And ultimately, if it looks like the outcome of that is good, because we have this material harvest card on the end. So it looks like something that would result in material success. So a really, positive potential outcome to the situation, but a no to your initial question. So hopefully that makes sense for you, group number 5. Let's have a look at one last card from the Moonology deck. Oops. Okay, this one wants to come out here. And it says, your dreams need a practical plan. Yeah, so again, with that patience and planning, take time to make sure that you've worked out all the details and that it benefits everyone involved and it's fair and makes sense and it's practical, logical, all those things. And when you do that, the outcome is going to be really positive for you. So that is your reading, group number 5. I hope that this was helpful and that you enjoyed the reading. And I hope to see you soon in another one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.